Hey!
Hey, what's up, everybody?
This is the Drunken Podcast.
Yeah, it's a little experiment we decided to fuck around with. We've been discussing this for about a year and a half now. We finally decided to get through with it. Been having some fucking delays lately.
Yeah.
We filmed one podcast, but it was a fucking disaster.
It was.
Yeah, like-
it was.
You know, for one thing, I spent 6 hours in the emergency room. That's part of the reason why.
We
That
spent
sucked.
6 hours in the waiting room.
Yeah, y'all spent 6 hours in the waiting.
Except when I made the beer run.
Yeah.
But,
I did get some pills for my hand, so that's good. Gave me some drugs, man.
yeah.
Nah, but this is just something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it was initially me and my friend Troy's idea, but he's not here with us. He was here with us last night, but he unfortunately had to work. He's a slave to the fast food business, and
He's a working man.
he's a working man. I'm
Yeah.
unfortunately unemployed at the moment, and I can't get a job being in my hand is. It
Yeah.
sucks masturbating too, by the way. It's really.
Does it?
Yes, it does, because you get calluses on the tip of your penis when you try to rub one out with it. I have to go lefty, and it's kind of.
You start getting into it, you start liking it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts so good. Oh.
It's so good, baby. Put on a song. No copyright.
We've already lost half our audience.
No.
I'm just...
Oh. But if you're expecting to gain some knowledge off of this, you're, it's not going to happen probably, because we're probably going to bullshit half the time.
Well, I mean, in the future, I don't know. We're just
fucking around here.
we're trying shit out, seeing what works, what doesn't.
Yeah.
Playing with filters on the camera.
So what about this, what do you think about the government shutdown going on right now? You've been looking up on it, like reading news or anything?
I know that the Republicans don't want to play ball because they didn't get their way, so they're like, we're gonna shut shit down. I'm being really layman's with this right now, and Obama's like, well, I'm not gonna negotiate with you. Y'all gotta get over it. So I'm not budging. And the Republicans are like, we're not budging. So yeah, we're kind of in like a Mexican standoff type of deal right now.
Why does it gotta be Mexican, bro?
Because I want Mexican food.
That sounds good, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It just seems like Congress at this current stage is just ineffective. Like, things are just not work. Like, it's not just Republicans and Democrats. They're all the same people. It's just the Democrats try to put on a smarter face about it. They look more intelligent. They try to put on a front like they're more intelligent than Republicans, but they're really the same fucking guy, though.
Yeah.
It's not. Something needs to be done, though. It's just so how out of touch with the general public they are. It's really ineffective the way they got things going on.
I don't know. It's like I do my job.
Why can't you do your job? Well, why do you gotta shut down the government? Well, we can't reach a consensus. We're gonna shut it down. We're still paying your fucking salary, bitch. Get back to the job.
I'll quit looking in the camera for that.
I'm not looking in the camera.
No, I'm doing it. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Alright. Well, like, we're fucking paying your salary, though. I just don't understand. Like, when they think government shut down, like, oh, we can't afford to keep this massive thing running. Yet they're still getting paid to do nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I just get mad because it's like I don't know. It's like everybody else aside from Congress. It's like we do our jobs. You know, if we got a job to do, we do that job, and then other people do their jobs. And we do our jobs so that other people. Oh damn! That thought was I could not articulate that. Sorry. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, we work together cohesively in society, without, you know what I'm saying, without government help. We work together cohesively already.
Yeah, I
and
guess
it's just like I wish the government could get on the same page as the people.
It seems like the people, like, not just American people, like any group of people, like when you get in a community like that, you can actually work together and you kind of really the beauty of capitalism in some point is some, my bad, in some senses that, yeah, you're working for a boss, but you all kind of feel the same drive towards it. Like, even though you work as a dishwasher,
Yeah.
you still, like, you take some sort of pride in your job. You don't want to leave somebody with a sloppy shit mess. Like, in case you're working afternoon, unless someone's got to come in for a night shift, you don't want to leave that there. And me being in the restaurant industry, like, sometimes I just feel like getting the fuck out of there. I've dipped before, but sometimes, like, for most of the time, actually, I would take a lot of pride in my job, and I would, like, I want to set this guy up. I need to sift this flour. I need to do all that. But the only real person in the Senate or the Congress, any person in government right now, because I'm a real dumbass when it comes to this thing. I don't know. I know enough because I watch the news. The one person I could really say that makes any sense is Rand Paul. Because if you remember,
I get him mixed up with Ron Paul.
He's his son.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like, they look exactly alike too. It's fucking.
Except Ron. I think it's Rand Paul's got the curly.
Yeah, Rand Paul's got.
He's got that little thing going on.
I love Rand Paul. I love Ron Paul. I love them both, actually. I love every person, but Ron Paul really. He should have been the president, but I still don't think he could have changed shit. Like, he probably would have resigned as president. Like, yeah, like the guy. Like, I'm just going to appeal to you as the people as a whole. Like, in case shit went like JFK and all that, but. Rand Paul seems a little more articulate, I think. Like, he seems like he can word shit better. Did you see him grill John Kerry when they were talking about the Syrian thing about, like, how Kerry and the Obama administration were pushing towards going to war with Iraq?
I think. See, I get my news from the Daily Show, and they barely covered it.
Oh,
but
shit.
no, I'm just saying they covered it a little bit, and they touched on that one spot, but. That was just part of the larger story they were going with the whole pushing for Syria thing. And so, no, I didn't really get to see that. But, yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, they were pushing full steam ahead for war.
They were like, that's the first time in history, like, well, I'm pretty sure there's been other instances. But this is the first time, like, in the past 20 years, Americans said, no, fuck that. We're not going to another war. We're sick of this bullshit. We're not going to Syria. What are you talking?
We've been through too much this past decade already. We're just
you crazy fucks. What?
Like, how did they even think for a second that the American people were going to be like, yeah, let's go to war again? Like, no, there's no way we were going to be cool with that.
Well, in all honesty, most Americans, no offense, guys, and in good honesty, most Americans are fucking. A lot of us are nationalistic, self-centered assholes.
I'm self-centered. I will say I'm.
Yeah, we tend to focus on our own lives before anyone else. It's like, oh, it's not me. It's some guy across in some desert somewhere. Like, it is you. It's just like it's some guy you never fucking met, and you're gonna fuck his day up with a drone strike. And like. When Obama, when he talks about chemical weapons, it's really silly because, like, bomb the fuck out of people with robots. We get drones flying around shooting missiles at people. Like,
droid.
That should be the new droid commercials. Like, droid technology now used in.
They still even do those commercials. Droid.
You know that very same technology is being utilized in drones right now. Please look this up. Do not take my word for it. I'm probably just bullshitting right now. I've had quite a few drinks. But
yeah, you've had... How much have you had, actually?
I've been drinking since, like, 3 o'clock. You've been at work for a minute.
Yeah, okay.
So I had a few whiskey and cokes. But, yeah, like, it was, like, really funny. Like, if you go back and watch the video, and, like, if we had a laptop, we could play that, because that's not copyright. You could watch, like, Rand Paul just, like, grill Kerry, and it's funny too because you can tell Kerry's just like he's trying to ignore it at first, like pretend he's writing shit on a piece of paper like Jon Stewart does when he opens up.
Yeah.
But what's really funny about it is he's like,
was that the same?
You son of I'm gonna.
Was that the same moment that he said that thing about like, well, I guess if he gave up the chemical weapons, we couldn't go to war with and then like
he
that's what happened.
He may have said that, but the
What?
thing with the chemical weapons, what you're referring to is like when Putin suggested it. Like, it was the most childish, silly moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you realize Obama, like, this guy is no different than anybody else. He was, like, ready to go to war, and, like, you could say, well, he's president, he's working for, like, he's the puppet masters, if you want to be conspiracy about it. But, it's, like, you really realize Obama's a fucking demon, dude. This motherfucker's ready to go to war.
He's kind of, I don't know. It's like he's smart in other areas, but when it comes to his, like, I guess you call it foreign policy, or I guess you call it just that.
Foreign policy.
He's kind of more brutal than I thought he'd be, because he seems like, I mean, you remember like early on in his presidency when people were saying like Obama, why don't you get angry with the Republic? Why do you get angry? You're not angry enough. You remember it, like, in his speeches, and, like, you're not angry enough.
I wanted to see him get ghetto at some point. Bitch-ass cracker, shut the fuck... Let me do my thing.
But what I'm saying is, like, people were saying that, like, oh, he's a weak president, and then he's doing all this stuff that's, like, really, like...
This motherfucker
whoa, I can't believe he just did that.
This dude's a warrior. Like, I'm not going to question... Like, I don't think he's weak at all. I think, like, in his decision-making sometimes, it kind of appears weak.
He did show that fly who's boss. You remember that? When he killed the fly.
Did he like, yeah, I think...
It was like an interview. He was just like...
Well, George Bush did dodge a shoe. Like, when I seen that, like, it kind of like... I know Bush is a piece of shit, but that kind of, like, made me, like, oh, maybe I picture myself having a drink with that guy eventually, maybe.
You did fuck up the country, but...
You did fuck up the country, but I'm pretty sure you party.
You're good at partying.
Yeah,
you're... Well, I mean, that's known. I mean, he used to be... Cause he used to be in
God, dude.
in college or whatever. Because I saw that movie W.
Yeah, the Oliver Stone movie.
Yeah, and that was a good movie.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen W, you guys should. Oh damn, I shouldn't. Yeah, you guys should see that.
Fucking Oliver Stone is not going to sue us.
Yeah,
over some like poorly non-existent podcast at this point. But let's get back on track here because we're fucking. Let's finish this because I have a sense about how Rand Paul was grilling Kerry. It was funny. Like, any of y'all, just look it up on YouTube. Look up, like, Rand Paul grilling John Kerry over that. You can see, like, you can hear it in his tone of voice, like, how mad he's getting. Like, well, it's really up to the... I don't even know. But like, he doesn't say that, but you can tell, like, he's kind of befuddled and, like he's like, we have no intention on going to war. We just want to launch airstrikes. What the fuck do you think an airstrike is? You're going to war with somebody. You're dropping a fucking bomb on somebody is no different than sending troops in. How is that worse?
Yeah.
I mean, it is worse. I fucked that up. Like,
no, but I get what you mean.
It's the same thing. Like, we have this separation. We have this idea that we can do airstrikes.
These are just entanglements. They're not wars. They're entanglements.
Yeah, if Vietnam was not a war, if it was a war, we would have won that war. Really? Motherfucker, we dropped more bombs in any country in World War II on Vietnam, and we still lost that shit.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In World War II, we dropped like 3 times as many bombs in Vietnam alone. Wow. Just from B-52s. Like, if you look at the footage, it's like being. Like,
I've seen the footage. I just didn't know it was that wide scale.
Being like a military person, like, I like looking these shit up. Like, you see me look up like Apache helicopters, shoot people.
Yeah,
from,
he's obsessed with all kinds of military tech. And
I just like it because it's like it gives me something. It's
I can't tell the difference between half the shit he looks at. Like I'm like okay, what's the difference between this gun and the other gun? And he's like, no, dude, because this gun's the one that's got the scope with the infrared thing. And I'm like, I have no idea why is it called 40S X17? You know, I don't.
What's the difference between an AR-15 and an M16? Why do I have to explain these things?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, literally, they dropped way more bombs in Vietnam than any country. Not just the Soviet Union, Japan, Germany, everybody. Like, we dropped not just, like, regular bombs. We dropped high explosive concussion bombs, napalm, We dropped Agent Orange, but we sprayed that. We didn't really drop Agent Orange. That wasn't in a bomb.
And napalm's kind of orangish too, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I get mixed up with Agent Orange when I'm thinking about like Vietnam. I just picture the same thing as
napalm is because fire is kind of orangish, but no, napalm is an incinerator, set shit on fire. Agent Orange was what the point of it was.
Both of those sound bad too. What? Napalm and Agent Orange. Like, I don't know what that is, but
I don't want no part of that. Hey man, you want to do some Agent Orange, man? Get fucked up? No.
No,
I don't think I want a part of that, bro. No. Yeah, man, but like it's so silly, like how we have this idea of where it's. I'm speaking really Roganistic right now. When I'm speaking, I know he's brought this up before, but it just needs to be emphasized. How can you judge a country for using chemical weapons when we gave Iraq a bunch of chemical weapons in the 80s to fight the Iranians?
Yeah.
We've always been fighting Iran in some way. Like, alright, we're going to give you a bunch of weapons to fucking attack them with.
Didn't we give the rebels weapons?
Yeah,
rebels in Syria.
We're still giving them weapons. We're shipping them small arms, though. We're not giving them major weapons.
They're the ones that I don't know. Like a lot of evidence, at least, points towards them as being the ones that gas.
What really makes since we're on the subject of Syria, what's really fucked up about it is. Like, when we were trying to ramp up this war campaign and we were ready to go in, we'll be ready in 3 weeks. We'll have 2 aircraft carriers and we'll fucking have airstrike capability. And all this shit. Everyone else is saying that the rebels were the ones. There's footage of them lobbing homemade mortars filled with sarin gas.
Yeah.
Just because it was chemical weapons doesn't mean the government was using it. The rebels captured a lot of territory. They were winning for a long time until Russia started helping Assad out. And I don't support Assad neither. I'm not taking sides on this, but the rebels it's becoming more evident because there's now reports of them killing hundreds of civilians and shit. We were talking about the rebels and we're going to bring some rebel leaders to Washington next week to discuss how we should go about a war campaign. Wait a minute. There's Al Qaeda. 30% of the fighting forces, like Taliban and not Taliban, but Al Qaeda and
Yeah, I heard they had jihad ties.
And some, I'm not saying the rebels are bad people. A lot of them are just they're sick of a dictatorship and they want a free country. Because I know Assad is a piece of shit. But I'm speaking from a first world point of view. I'd rather see him in power than see Taliban.
Any kind of extremists in power is not a good thing.
Yeah, you have Al Qaeda. He has stability. You let the rebels take over, it's going to be just like Libya and just like every other country we've gotten involved in.
Yeah. Should we lighten the mood a little bit?
Oh yeah, this is getting a little deep, man. It's getting a little too intellectual here.
Well, I'm just saying, because I like where you're going. I'm just saying,
yeah, we
should try and because I have a feeling people watching this might also be drinking.
I hope so. That way you understand us better and not judge us. No. But you've seen the Miley Cyrus video, right? The one I brought up to you.
The Wrecking Ball or the other one?
You've seen Wrecking Ball, I'm pretty sure, since you brought it up.
Yeah.
What is going on with that girl? What the fuck?
Well, she's crying at the beginning of the video because it's about some relationship she had. I know that.
And she licks a sledgehammer.
Well, she licks the sledgehammer, but she's crying, but then she's into it, but then she's not into it.
Then she's on a wrecking ball naked.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
No. She has a beautiful body. Not judging you, Miley, but I just. What the fuck? You remember when she was Hannah Montana?
Yeah. I remember seeing a Mad TV skit talk and they showed it as a Hannah Montana episode.
Yeah.
And it was Miley, what happened last night? and like Miley went to a party with P Diddy, did a bunch of drugs and shit, and they like say and P.D's gonna show the whole thing on YouTube, and they're still pretending like it's still Hannah Montana.
I know what you're talking about.
You've seen that?
I've seen
yeah.
It was a long ass. That's back when Mad TV was on the air.
Mad TV that was some good stuff. I wish
a lot of people beg to differ. Bobby Lee talks shit about it all the time. He was a main star on it.
I don't know. A lot of their skits were pretty, especially towards the end. They got more mature.
Yeah.
And like their skits got better. But yeah, what I'm saying is like people predicted this. South Park predicted this way before it happened.
I predicted Justin Bieber becoming more edgy.
I didn't predict that, but
Nostradamus.
Good for him, I guess. I mean, show the world you do have a penis, because people were saying that you were a girl, and I don't. I never saw it. You always looked like a boy to me.
I was one of those guys like hating him. Like, fuck Justin Bieber, man. Like I was like as soon as a Justin Bieber troll.
I was just like,
yeah, but like I kind of grown beyond that. But
I was just like, I didn't understand why people got so mad about it. Because I mean, I get that yeah, it's
remember NSYNC.
Yeah, it's mass produced crap, but there's been mass produced crap before, and people didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Or why does Justin Bieber take all the flack now? Like
it's just we have internet now, and it's more like more people can see things.
Point. Yeah,
you got YouTube, dude. That's like the median for everything.
Yeah,
like you get to see whatever you want. As I told you earlier, I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube. I'll find anything news related on there. I mainly watch RT because I don't trust MSNBC with anything anymore. Not after the Zimmerman, after the Boston bombing show. It's not like they just did a terrible job on reporting on that. But yeah, I think it was mainly because the issues with her father.
I heard like her father, like
he was running her shit for a while.
Yeah, but like what I heard, okay, Twitter, Miley Cyrus's Twitter account either got hacked or she said it was hacked later in a tweet, but that might have not been the case. But she said, she tweeted her dad and she was like, either you tell mom or I will. And then showed pictures of another woman.
Oh. And
then I think 24 hours later, she tweeted something like, whoa, crazy day, my Twitter account got hacked. So maybe he actually did man up and tell his wife that he was having an affair, and then she, was like, okay, now I'll just say my Twitter got hacked, or her Twitter just got hacked, and that just sucks for Miley and family.
Yeah, but she took a really rebellious stance afterwards. How she kind of broke off. She's like, I'm my own woman. I'm a grown up now, and did her own thing.
Yeah.
Not being judgmental or anything, but the main...
Yeah, we don't hate Miley at all.
No, not at all.
We don't have any hate for anybody, really.
You're a great young gal. I just hope you get your shit together, and I want to see you do good.
That we can't stop. I mean, if you just listen to it,
you can't stop the fire.
I mean, it's an earworm. It will stay in your ear. So that's
stay
success. On the pop charts right there.
She had a rap song, which
she had a rap song.
Yeah, it's actually all right. I tried to talk shit about it at first, fucking Miley Cyrus, and dude, I'm just being a dick. I gotta listen to it again. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, that's all right.
Well, I mean, even if you listen to Wrecking Ball, if you didn't see the video to Wrecking Ball, and you just heard it, it wouldn't be that bad. You'd just be like, okay. She's talking about a relationship, and it's a breakup, and she's saying, don't say I didn't try, But the video is what screws it up. And she takes most of the flack for that. I feel like that should be more, aimed at the director of the music video, because I'm pretty sure she did not come up with those concepts. You know what I'm saying?
The main problem with Miley Cyrus that I have was my niece adored her. My niece is 8 years old right now. She just turned 8 recently, and she grew up in Hannah Montana. She don't like her anymore. But a lot of those same kids that were in that Disney generation are becoming preteens now, and they're seeing Miley grow up, and that's what they're going to transpire into. They're not going to become Miley, but they see that, and it becomes kind of a bad influence. It's like
either that or it becomes disillusionment.
Ooh, Miley's she's growing up. I should grow up with her. That's a terrible thing to say, but it subconsciously affects them. Like I just
Yeah.
don't like. I'm glad my niece got.
Well,
out of
it's
Hannah
like
Montana.
it's like our friend who we can't name.
He'll go
has-
nameless.
Yeah, has
Anonymous.
his sister was watching Teen Moms and like picking up things from Teen Moms. And like yeah, like but
You'll see him on the podcast eventually. No names being named, but yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, and it's just like Teen Moms, like it's on MTV, so I guess that makes it hip. So
Well,
well, or at least to teenage women, because guys don't really watch MTV as
she's
much.
doing her thing. She's just being her own.
But like, yeah, she started acting like the chicks on Teen Moms just because, like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to act because MTV says so. Even though they didn't really say that, but you know, it's MTV and stupid people kind of, I don't know.
Dude, I'll let you know how stupid our country is. We have a show called Jail.
Yeah.
We have another show called Border Wars.
Oh, you know what's good though? It's a Michael J. Fox show.
I heard about that actually.
It's good. It's pretty good. I saw the second I didn't get to see the pilot, but I saw that second episode, and the only problem is they mumble.
Yeah.
So you can't understand half the shit they say, so you gotta like pay attention real close. But it's just great to see Michael J. Fox like on your TV, just like, you know, being himself. Like, yeah, he's got the Parkinson's stuff going on, but
Yeah.
like they acknowledge it in the first episode and then they move on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
I'm just glad I'm glad he's doing his own thing now, man.
I'm glad he's working again, and yeah, it's just nice seeing him on his show. I mean, his daughter Megan Fox has just been taking so much.
Oh
of his
wow,
fame.
I'm a dumbass. I didn't even know that was his
No,
daughter.
it's not. I just made that up.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I was just being funny.
You made me look like an asshole on camera.
That would be funny though.
I
if they were
thought that
related.
I would really fucking believe you.
That would be crazy if they were related.
Yeah, like I know there's probably people watching this that are like all in the IMBD, like
Yeah, like
they're
searching now. They're searching now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're wrong, dude.
Yeah.
You have to troll your fucking profile now.
Oh man, I need to lose some weight here. Drinking too many sodas.
You weigh like 4 pounds more than I do.
Yeah, but I mean, it's it's
Aesthetic? You don't like the way you look?
no. I was saying it's a.
Dan.
No, I was gonna say it's a slippery slope. That's what I was trying to say.
Next thing, you're 180 something pounds, and you're 300. You know, there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens.
And then I gotta change out of these jeans and put on some basketball shorts.
Well, I'm being comfortable. I was dressed in some 1980s.
Oh, I didn't
British
realize you were
pants.
wearing basketball shorts when I said that.
Oh, I thought you were being. Yes.
Yeah.
I was dressed in like some 1980s British pants a minute ago. It's just like these are kind of starting to itch for a minute. Like, I don't want to like.
You're talking about like camo.
Yeah,
type stuff.
when I said British pants, I don't mean like a fucking pair of jeans with a British flag on it. Like,
No, he's talking
I already
about
know what people are picturing when they
like
see
British camo.
that. Yeah, it's a military camo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a smog.
You can find cool stuff at the flea market. I mean, seriously, check. Like, if you haven't gone to the flea market and there's one near you, just check it out sometime.
You haven't fucking lived if you haven't been to the flea market.
There's some great stuff. You can always find something interesting.
Yeah, like our friend, boy, and he
Well,
Motherfucker.
sometimes he finds stuff
he
interesting.
finds like fake Nazi paraphernalia and shit. Like by the way, he's not anti-Semitic or anything, so don't.
Yeah.
Just to clarify,
He just thinks Hitler had some good ideas. No,
yeah,
I'm
he
kidding.
just like Hitler
I'm kidding.
did have like some Goebbels did no, but
no, we're joking. Don't.
I get it. But like yeah, he'll buy like a fake Nazi knife at a store. You could tell some like skinhead like took his time with like making this. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be legit because I can't fucking afford an actual Hitler Youth knife online, so I'll just make my own. And it's so silly too.
Do you remember we went to Taco Bell and I donated $1 to some charity or something because they were like
We put Hitler
as the name of the person who donated to the
They
charity.
probably threw that away. Like,
They
no.
probably did. I hope they still took the money though.
They better took like no, the bitch put it in the cash register. Like, yeah, that's a tip.
Oh, that was.
But like,
funny.
that was the same night I broke my hand too. I was like in
Yeah.
misery. Like, hurry the fuck up! I'm
Yeah.
in pain here. Like, why are we sitting in the drive-thru for 40 minutes?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I don't even know.
And like,
I think yeah, that was
I kept on imagining it was Chanel West Coast.
flirting with the
Like,
yeah.
ooh, you look cute. Like, I don't know why. I was like kind of.
That was hilarious.
I was
that
in so much
thought.
pain. I was kind of like semi hallucinating. Not really, but I was like kind of out of my loop because I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah,
But like, it's
like she was flirting with the guy at the drive-through window.
I was
yeah.
cracking some pretty funny shit.
Yeah, it was. We were laughing pretty hard.
Ooh, you're cute. What's your number? Tell me more about you. Like, oh, all right. Like,
I wonder how intelligent she actually is.
dude,
Like, if
she's pretty fucking dumb.
Like, is she putting on, or is she really that dumb?
She could be trolling.
I mean, well, not trolling, but like, I mean, some guys are into dumb, ditzy women, so she could be.
That's a possibility, but like, I remember one instance I was watching Ridiculousness, and there elephant.
By the way, Tosh.0 is better, so watch that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if that's on and there's nothing else.
Dana is an asshole, but he's clinical.
I don't have a hate for any of those people. I just mean that Tosh.0. I mean, if Tosh.0 is on, and
By the way, Daniel, don't attack me.
Ridiculousness is on, I mean, why would you watch Ridiculousness or Web Soup? Just watch Daniel talk.
Because there's nothing on Comedy Central would be like something shitty. Like, it'd be like Yep.
No, that's pretty good.
No, that's all right. But
No,
like, I'm
it's-
not like I need to.
We're not gonna get in trouble for.
No, I was
mentioning
like,
things that
I'm
exist.
gonna dance
These
around
things
that, 'cause
exist
I was
and
about to say
people know.
something I really did not mean to say. Because
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
I found a lot of stuff that funny, but
Yeah,
like,
she was pretty good.
there'd be something shit. Let me name something shitty that I do not like, or there'd be something on that I just do not care for, and I'm like, all right, I'll turn on MTV2 and watch
Right.
Ridiculousness. But there was a video where I think it was when it had ASAP Rocky on. He's a rapper, and there was an elephant ran out on a track and tried to tackle a Road Ranger. Goddamn, it's an off-road vehicle. I think that's what it's called.
ATV.
No. ATV. No, it's like a Jeep. It's like a Range Rover. That's what it is. My bad. But it shows you how much I've been
If
drinking.
you pre-order the new Call of Duty, you can get the rate. No. Just messing around. They did that
They
thing
didn't
with
have
Jeep.
a Jeep. That was
Yeah,
so
that was-
stupid.
that
It
was
just supposed to be taking place in the
dumb.
1980s. Why is there a fucking
Yeah, it's like a
brand new
modern Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like a
Yeah.
military style thing, but
Yeah, that was dumb.
yeah, it was retarded. But like, there was an elephant ran out on the road and tried to tackle this Range Rover. It was like, I thought those were extinct. You mean woolly mammoths? that's what Rob Dietrich said. And like, I started fucking rolling when I heard that. Like, it's like I'm for real. I'm being serious. I thought those were extinct.
Who said Chanel?
Chanel West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you seen an elephant run out of it? Okay, come on. Like, I really hope I really hope you're bullshitting here.
Ugh.
Otherwise, that
That had to be.
God.
Had to be.
that's actually, I kind of lost. Like, most guys would say that she's stupid, man. She's so pretty.
I just get tired of all the hosts on MTV as well sometimes because I mean they seem like nice guys and all. I just mean like the mannerisms that they use were like, "Yo, welcome back to this or whatever, and check this shit out." And yeah, what are you doing with your hands? Stop that. Just put your hands in your pocket or something. Just stop.
Never put your hands in your pocket.
Okay.
Because that I think of, what like someone
Oh, that
said
could look-
someone said something if you put your hands in your pocket. I don't really know, but I remember someone saying something about it. Makes you
On
look.
TV.
Yeah, you want to have your hands visible. Apparently, it helps something. And yet, I'm making hand mannerisms as I'm saying it. So,
That makes sense.
but like, I'm not gonna be like Napoleon and be like have my hand in my coat and.
I don't know. Just do something else with your hands. That's all I'm saying. Because like I don't know. Those mannerisms. I don't know.
I don't
look
know,
stupid.
like, remember when Carson Daly was hosting it? Like, he looked, this guy's a douchebag. Like, I always thought that, like, about Carson Daly. Like, I don't like, he's like, some things he says, the way he spoke, it's like, because people will call in, like, well, yeah. He just kind of seemed like a dick. I can't name any specific situations.
I gotta take a wicked whiz. So I'm gonna do that.
Alright, well, guess I'm going to be left here.
We can edit dry segment out, but
Go piss.
If you want.
I'm cool. Oh. Well, he's about to go take a piss. If you really knew how much trouble we went through to get this podcast going, it's been a road. We've literally been trying. I've been trying myself for about a year and a half to get this thing on the ball. But I never really had a clear idea of what we were going to do for the podcast. It was mainly just a thing we were going to, like, it was going to be a podcast. I got inspired by Joe Rogan. I seen him do it. I was going to come up with my own. But, I mean, I seen Drunk History, and I watched some of the other things. I seen the episode when on JRE where Joe and Shane were on there, and they were getting fucking plastered, and they were having an intelligent conversation. A lot of people hated that podcast for some reason. I don't know why, but that kind of inspired me to. What if we did a podcast when we were buzzed? Now here we are. We recorded one last week, but it fucking sucked. It was not any good. We'll post that anyways. But it really was not that great. But ugh. By the way, insert your bad comments right now, because I know there's going to be a wave of them. I'll wait patiently. Trust me, it's better when there's two people talking. Oh.
Oh.
Damn. Maybe you have like 2 beers.
No, I just it's been a long day, alright?
I understand.
I've been working hard and shit.
Working.
And plus I haven't had anything to eat since like this morning, so
Oh shit, bruh.
yeah, so this is actually pretty stupid to be drinking now, but we have to do this.
Yeah, well, we've
For
like,
you.
We were going to do.
We love you.
Yeah, I know you're going to make fun of us, but still, give us a chance, guys. Yeah, we were going to record this last night, but wait, god damn it! Every time I try to say something,
Yeah, we got shit faced.
Yeah, we got way too fucking drunk to do a podcast last night.
But no, actually, we should do that at some point, though. We should just, like, because it is called the Drunken Podcast, and I imagine...
I'm drunk.
Well, I'm buzzed, at least.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we were really, really drunk, like, it'd be more funny to watch. Like, you know, it's just like, these guys are so dumb. Like, they're not even making any sense. But
I'm also like kind of nervous too.
Yeah, and then you see like one person throw up, and you'd like that, you know, because it's funny.
Because when you left me alone for those few minutes, I was just kind of like trying to improv it because I didn't have anyone else to talk to, and like I was like really, I can imagine I'm trying too hard to say something just to be honest with everybody.
I don't know. It works with you because you like. If it was just me and Troy or some shit, like, or...
The conversation
we'd have good conversations, but, like, we would,
it would dissolve into chaos.
Not just that, but I just mean, like there'd be too many, dead air moments where there's nobody talking. Whereas, like, with you, it's like there's always something coming out of your mouth. Like, he just, like, there's always some thought up there that's just gonna... you've got, like... You pulling them out like ribbons.
Well, I mean, I try, like... I'm me and Troy were the founders of this podcast. Like, it was our idea to come up with it. Like, and he was, like, he suggested we actually go through and do it. So, like, I feel obligation to, like, I have to have some sort of drive towards it. I was kind of upset last night. I said, like, I was really fucking happy, and I was like,
yeah,
it was awesome.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
Like, we had to do it tonight, otherwise it was never going to happen.
Yeah.
It had to be fucking done.
We had to record something. I mean...
And by the way, we're going to have to talk to Troy, because I know he's going to have...
We got to stop saying... Well, we can edit it out.
Yeah, we're fine. Well, we should let him... You should let him use your laptop, so he can let him edit it. Because I don't think he could do a real bang-up job on it and get it web format ready by this week. So I'm going to have this posted. And by the way, you're going to delete all of this whole conversation we had.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we probably should. You can't change effects while you're in record. Oh, man, that would've been cool.
Hey, man, what did you think about the Edward Snowden thing going on right now?
I think it's cool, because, I mean, to me, he's a hero. I mean, I know other people don't like him, but...
overwhelming amount of Americans really do like Edward Snowden. They think of him as, like, he's kind of like the blue collar savior. I mean, he's a white collar dude, but he speaks for, for the average American.
He had the courage to see something he didn't like and stand up and say something about it on television.
That shit was already the information was already out there, except most Americans were
still saying, like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat guy.
Oh, yeah, but, like,
even though it's proven, we're not gonna...
As soon as a guy that works for the fucking NSA says this,
yeah,
you're kind of
I liked what the Daily Show said. They had a segment where they said, they named the segment, "Good News, You're Not Paranoid." Like, I love that. That cracked me up.
Oh my god, I've caught a lot of flack online just, like, stating my point of view on things. And, like, I don't throw any crazy conspiracy theories out there, but I still get, like, you go back in your basement, man, and you put on your tinfoil hat. Motherfucker, we don't have a basement. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, any of these facts are available online. Like, even before Edward Snowden put that out there, it was fairly obvious with the NDAA and the Patriot Act. All that information was in there. So, most Americans were, like, too apathetic to really read into it.
Yeah.
Really look into anything that it had to say.
He's talking about me. But yeah.
But it was really kind of fucked up. But when he finally came out with it, like, first, like, people want to condemn, like, he's a fucking traitor. Like, wait a minute, he actually has some... I'll retract my previous statement. He actually, like, every fucking body likes him. Steve Wozniak, Ron Paul, everybody says he did the right thing. When you have a former president, Jimmy Carter, saying Edward Snowden did the right thing, that's pretty fucking, that's an amazing thing.
But our government wants to make an example of him.
Yeah, they're trying. They want to. They want to get him. And Obama made a video saying, like, we're not going to scramble the jet fighters to take down a hacker.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he fucked a lot of your shit up. So you should be like, he's trying to save face by being like, trying to just label him as a hacker.
Yeah.
Like he's somehow, like, not important enough, even though he, like, very, like, he kind of. Turn that off. How'd that come on?
My toe touched the censor button on the Xbox.
For y'all that can't see this, Brian has turned on his Xbox. Look at his big toe.
Yeah. But I need to clip my toenails.
That's nice information. People need to know that.
They do. It's important.
But yeah, he recently had the Sam Adams Award. Now I believe Sam Adams, not like Samuel J. Adams.
That's what I thought when he said it.
Not the one guy who was a part of the. The original. He wasn't like part of the founding fathers. Not that guy, but in there, Sam Adams. He was involved in taking down Nixon during the Vietnam era. He had something major to do with that, and he was a major leaker during that time. And apparently, there's a war named after him, and Edward Snowden received it in Russia.
Yeah.
It looks really silly when Russia is supposed to be like the communist enemy. They're supposed to be our main guy that. All the propaganda was against, and like Russia is a fucking terrible place to live. Yet, the president looks smart. Putin looks smarter on TV all the time than when Obama does.
Not on his stance on the gays though.
He's never Putin's never said anything about the gays. Russia's
okay.
in the Olympics.
Russia has been doing some.
Yeah, look, I understand that, but like Putin personally never said anything about it. I don't believe so. Look it up on YouTube. Find something. If you got anything, post it and post a link in the comment section. But I don't believe he said anything about it. But really, Putin's made Obama look like a kid in some ways, because he's like kind of came up with, maybe we should, instead of y'all going in there and bombing the shit out of them, let's see if they hand over their chemical weapons first. Let's do that. Take the weapons out of the equation, and no one has to go bomb anybody. Everyone not everyone, but like Obama tried to take credit for it. Almost.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was on TV like, well, we're not going to go to war, but we're going to make sure they hand over all their chemical weapons, and if not, we'll go in. But they also said the same thing about Iraq. Too, if you remember that, because the weapons inspectors went to Iraq, didn't find shit. We still blitzkrieged the fuck out of them. We went in there with cruise missiles, stealth bombers. We bombed the fuck out of Baghdad and invaded. So it still could happen, but you also gotta think Syria would be a way worse conflict than Iraq ever was, because it's already in the middle of a civil war. Plus, the Syrian army was way better equipped than Iraq ever was. It's just not saying that we couldn't beat the Syrian army, but it's just, I don't want to. Well, why do we need? I don't want to get any of our troops involved in that shit.
We don't need that shit. We got enough going on.
You already have a substantial amount of military already disagreeing with the policies on that. Like, they just don't agree with it. Like, wait, why are we going over Syria? I found this cool ass station on YouTube recently. I know I sent you a link to it, but
I checked it out. We've been
I'm just gonna say the name of it. Like,
it's an amazing thing. We've been
if you're a fan
together. It's great.
If you're a fan of electronic music or anything 80s, like 80s sounding music, techno or anything, look up at a station called New Retro Wave. It's really good.
It is, especially if you love nostalgia. It's just,
oh man.
I mean, you just get such a rush out of it. I mean, we have, because we love the '80s. I mean, we're obsessed with. And it's not just us.
There's a whole group, a mess of people that are into that. Like I'm glad I discovered that station, because I found it through. I remember there's a movie called Driven that had Ryan Gosling in it, and that's it had a song in it that. It was kind of like that synth style. And I clicked on that, and it led to another group, M83, and I checked that out. Then it led to.
But yeah, what we're talking about, just on YouTube sometime, just look at that channel up. It's new
Retro Wave.
Retro Wave. Yeah.
You got to emphasize with the fucking hand gestures.
It helps. It does help. I think it really does.
Mussolini style.
Yeah, I'm not Mussolini.
You perfect the hand motion, you can hypnotize these people.
Yes, these mindless sheep that will become our fans. That's what you're saying? No, I'm playing. No, they're
No.
wonderful people, I'm sure.
No, this is called the Drunken Podcast, so you can't really say shit.
Yeah.
I'm beyond sloppy right now. I know I am. I was
Not
really, already buzzed.
I've seen
before
you
he got
drunk, and it's.
I'm
way
still.
different
I can
than
still
this.
discuss and have a
Yeah,
intelligent
we're-
conversation. But
I like to say that I'm buzzed right now. I'm not really drunk. I mean, I'd like to be drunk.
oh yeah,
I'd like to be drunk all the time.
you got a beer over there, son?
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. We're gonna have to pick and choose. Kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's called the Drunken Podcast, so I feel like you guys are gonna expect more drunkenness. So we're gonna have to deliver on that at some point in the near future here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little farther along than he is right now in the drunkenness, but
But yeah, this
it's our
is not.
first episode, bitches. First
Yeah.
episode. And
How
I'm
do you guys
already,
like the,
I'm already getting belligerent with the audience. I probably should call it down. Need to.
No, it's fine. They
I
don't
fucking
care.
hate you.
They're down like us. They know. Because they'd be like, yeah, bitches, what's up? They don't care.
What's up, y'all silly bitches?
Yeah, they're
What y'all doing?
they're cool. But yeah.
What the fuck? Just, you know, Monsanto got a Nobel Prize recently.
Yeah.
If any company in the world does
Yeah.
not deserve to get the Nobel Prizes, definitely Monsanto.
Yeah.
They're the one company that does not deserve a Nobel Prize.
Those guys are monsters. I don't know. That is a buzzkill. If you talk about Monsanto, it really is a buzzkill. But I mean, it needs to be discussed.
Yeah, it needs to be brought up because.
But yeah, that is a major buzzkill because they don't deserve any awards.
How are you gonna get a Nobel Prize for being tyrannical pieces of shit? Quick coverage. Agent Orange, DDT, both pesticides fucking cause birth defects, fucked a whole bunch of people up. Look it up. I'm not gonna rant on about it. But also, they made these things called suicide seeds or Franken seeds.
Yeah, see, that's why I hate them is for that.
They made a seed that only produces one crop and then dies off.
Yeah.
So the Indian farmers are obligated, not just Indian farmers, anyone around the globe that's buying these seeds. And Monsanto has a kind of like a monopoly over the world's food market, so that's where you're going to get your seeds at, is Monsanto. They're so fucking dominant. They get a Nobel Prize. Oh, they're making genetically modified food. I mean, it's going to be the wave of the future. Yeah, but possibly, but they're also 250,000 Indian farmers have killed themselves because they can't make enough money to fucking feed their family.
Yeah, doesn't it like kills the crops or something, doesn't it? Like it.
Well, yeah, the seeds it destroys the topsoil because you got to keep on replanting new seeds every year. It's not the same plant. All those plants that you plant, after you crop out, those plants die. You got to put new plants down. I believe I'm not agricultural expert. There's just people that know more about this than I do. What I know is these seeds are only good for one. They only produce one crop, and that's it.
Yeah.
They're called suicide seeds because they become ineffective after that.
And then they'll come after you if you use something else, right?
Yeah, they'll if there's independent, they come out there independent farmers all the time.
That aren't using their seeds, they'll come after you.
If you're
if you're
having your own farm or something, it's we really do not have enough information to really just get into a big discussion about it. But look it up. If you find the information on it, post it on the page. Let other people know about it. But we'll look more into it. We're just gonna cover it quick. Get off it because it's depressing.
It is sad. Depressing. Let's talk about sexy women.
Yeah, man.
Fun. Let's talk about some.
Despite the fact I do not like, she had that one good song. I like that one song. I think she looks sexy in it. But
who?
Miley Cyrus is pretty fucking. I think she looks good. All right.
Yeah, with that short haircut.
Yeah, like
Not bad.
I know she's putting on an image and she's being edgy and all that, but still sexy as fuck. Like, you're not gonna, like, you don't try to say that you don't think she's attractive.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that. But Lady Gaga did a better job at the VMAs than she did.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the YouTube videos of her twerking.
Yeah, no one paid attention to Lady Gaga. I was like, you're old news. She's still got a fucking hellacious ass. She did a better job than Miley at the VMAs, though. If you look at the videos, like, oh man, I'd much rather be in that than.
Oh, no, I'm not really attracted to Lady Gaga.
Me neither, but like,
really.
I am, but it's bizarre. All right, I got some issues here.
Rihanna's pretty hot, but she gave Chris Brown STDs, I think. So. Then he bit her ear and shit.
He did some. Did he bite her ear? I just thought he beat the shit out of her.
I think he bit her on the ear like Tyson or some shit.
He's like,
I could be
I bit that bitch on the ear,
that,
Tyson.
Yeah,
Frisbee doll.
I could be completely wrong, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think the reason was she gave him like an STD or something. So if he didn't have any STDs, like, yeah, she's pretty hot.
I always thought Rihanna was hot, hotter than Beyonce, in my opinion.
No, you're right.
But like,
you're definitely right about that.
Like, you notice how her personality changed after that? Like,
I
she
knew
became
nothing about her personality.
I didn't know her. Like, I'm not fucking buddies with her, and I'm not famous or anything. But what I noticed was she seemed like she wasn't as. She seemed like she changed after that. Like, she began like. She started putting out songs like $dollar bills, throw out that money. Like,
you know what's funny? That Miley Cyrus, We Can't Stop.
Yeah.
I thought that was Rihanna for like a month before I found out it was Miley Cyrus.
You silly bitch.
No, because if you listen to it, it sounds like Rihanna. Because especially the part where she's like, la da dee da dee. We like to
yeah!
And I was like, that's Rihanna. Of course
dude,
it's Rihanna.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called you a silly bitch. I thought the same exact thing, man. Yeah. Oh my god.
And then I saw the video and I was like, oh no, that's
I
Miley
thought
Cyrus.
that was fucking Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm a dick, man. I'm really sorry.
I don't get another beer.
Grab me one too, man.
Alright, what you want? Ice House or...
That's all we got is Ice House, nigga.
No, we got other shit.
Oh, you got... I want an Ice House still.
Okay.
But...
I'll try one of these.
It just seems like our personality fucking did a 360.
How do we only have one can of this left?
I don't know. I've been giving you cans. I had a can earlier myself.
You want bottle or can?
Whatever, dude. It don't matter.
Alright, I like the cans, so I'll give you a bottle.
And did you say the actual brand name of the beer?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
People, I mean...
Come at us, bro.
No. I'm sure people...
Please sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us. Ice House is a good beer, so I don't see why they'd be mad at us saying that they're a good beer.
By the way, if you agree with anything we said on this podcast, see this beer here? If you have it near you, buy it. It is some of the best beer you'll ever drink. It's cheap, but don't let the price fool you. It's better than Budweiser.
Don't say that. See, that's the thing you get in shit for is when you say you sling mud.
Alright, well, we'll dance around that. Pretend that I didn't say that.
I like Budweiser.
But I prefer Ice. I think it's my favorite beer.
Ice House, yeah.
I can say that.
It is definitely a good beer.
It's a more crisp taste, and like if you're used to a certain type of beer, it may take some getting used to. But
once you acquire the taste, it's
pretty much like beer itself. You gotta acquire the taste. Most people when they taste beer, like this tastes like piss.
Yeah, I don't know. I get mad at people that like they still say it tastes like piss. Like they tried it that one time, like, and you're talking about like all the different beers that you like, and like, oh, this one tastes really good, but this one's got more of a hoppy flavor, and the other people are just like, no, dude, it all tastes like piss. You know it's poison.
Well, a lot of those kids are in the German porn too, like gargling urine and
scat porn.
Oh, piss on my face. Shoot a load in my mouth, then piss in my mouth. Well, them are some sick fucks too.
We've lost all humanity at this point. We just shit on each other and
Germans have been through a lot of shit. They just decided we killed 12 million innocent people.
what's some scat porn on top of that?
Well, let's chew on some turds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to urinate in some bitch's mouth. That
By the
sounds
way,
like I feel good.
Outside of scat porn, I've never heard the term scat used to describe fecal matter.
You're right.
Like,
Never. I've never heard that. Like, I'm pretty sure in Europe it's probably common. Like no, I can't even picture that being common in Europe. Someone said, I don't live in Europe, so who the fuck am I to say anything? You can get a little phony white hand and you suck that shit off. Suck it. Nah, but yeah, I never really heard anybody discuss anything as scat. Say
yeah.
ew.
The dog took a scat in the backyard. You don't hear that.
Like your mom said, Brian, can you clean this scat up? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I would be confused for a minute if I heard that, especially if I was in bed and she woke me up, and I'd be like, "Why can't you clean it? Because I'm in bed." And...
Dude, my stepdad used to wake me up all the time. This is a few years ago, of course. You remember?
Yeah,
I used to tell you about.
Yeah.
Motherfucker would wake me up at 2 or 3 in the morning. The dog shit in the floor. Like, it wasn't my dog in the first place.
Yeah,
Like, if you see the dog shit in the floor, why don't you just clean up? The motherfucker would wake me up, get me up and clean. It's like, well, you should have took him out before. And I did. He didn't use the fucking bathroom. He's a stupid animal, alright? It's not my fault he shit in the floor.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, you want...
He would try to make it... He would try to somehow make it my fault, but...
Well, yeah,
whatever,
he was kind of...
He was imbalanced, to say that much.
Yeah, I'm not going to be hateful, but yeah, he had some...
Yeah.
He had some demons, I'm sure.
And not so much demons. I think it was mainly ego and type of shit driven.
I think it was he had a big ego, but his life didn't end up going the way he wanted it to, so his big ego was unfounded. And he realized that.
I joined the military
somewhere.
partly because of his influence.
Yeah.
That's a discussion for a different time. If you want to hear more about it, tune into the next podcast. Here's our website at www.wedon'thaveone. So we'll post this shit on YouTube. When you see it, you see it.
Will anyone ever throw up? Will the other member of the
Tune
Drunken
in next
Podcast ever
time.
show up? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Akoria Toriyama, whatever his name is, Akora Toriyama.
That's not it.
Whatever the guy that fucking made Dragon Ball Z.
I know the name, but because you said that, now I can't think of the name.
I mean, get a fucking DVD, man. I can just look at it.
Yeah.
Akora Toriyama or something like that.
We don't watch it that often anymore, but I mean...
I haven't watched it in 5 years, bro.
Yeah, but that was... Back in... That was the shit when we were kids, though.
People still, you hear Waka Flocka making references to Dragon Ball Z, and the son's like, suck on my Dragon Balls, call me Goku. Probably the best fucking lyric I've heard in a rap song.
They should have stopped at Cell, though. They really should have stopped. No, because the pink guy, Boo,
yeah.
Majin, that was just silly. Come on,
I enjoyed it, because I was back when I rediscovered Dragon Ball Z, because we didn't have cable for a long time. I wasn't able to watch Cartoon Network.
It was nice. I mean, it was nice to just keep watching more Dragon Ball Z, but at the same time, it was nice to see, the new Super Saiyan forms and stuff. We're getting a bit nerdy here, but my point is, yeah, it was kind of, after the
It got a little bit
games.
ridiculous when the motherfucker had 20 forms. Alright, stop it.
Yeah, it's got...
Okay, you're
silly.
a kid now, motherfucker. You were fat ass and you turned into a skinny black dude. Then you turn into a buff pink guy. Then you turn into a buff pink guy with a fucking long antenna. Now you're
I know you like Frieza, but I think Cell was my favorite villain.
Cell's pretty fucking awesome.
He was scary. When I first saw him suck somebody up through his tail, that freaked me out.
What if they fused?
What, Cell and Frieza?
That would be a badass villain right there.
No, because Cell already has all of Frieza's DNA.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How did they get Frieza's DNA though?
I don't know, but they did.
Some Monsanto shit.
And also also in Hell, he teams up with Frieza too.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if they both come, like, fused, like, if they,
All
like...
right, we need to stop before all the female audience members, like, leave.
I don't really give a fuck. You're not really people. You don't get opinion.
This is more of a man cave type show.
No, if there's any female audience members, we are not assholes. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned for future episodes when we work on this a little bit more. This is a pilot episode.
This is going well.
Good job. You did an alright job. Besides that part where I'm talking to myself for like 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna edit that out, by the way.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll talk to y'all next time. Stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll post more of this. I'll see you all crazy motherfuckers a little bit later. Hopefully you watch more of our videos.
Thank you.
Bye.